What is up, guys and gals, gamers, YouTubers, and all you roughnecks out there? It's your boy Dio Rico, and guess what day it is? Yeah, that's right, it is Hump Day. We are continuing our walk through our Smash Brothers Brawl gameplay. I'm only doing one character today. I am doing Zelda. Zelda and Sheik. I think it's only fair. Link had his own thing. Zelda should have her own thing. Maybe next week I'll have a couple of. Maybe I'll do the Power Women of Peach and Samus. I don't know, ladies. Make it a couple of ladies weeks. But anyway, the focus that I wanted to do today, and the reason why I chose a lady, is because I had an awesome encounter with a girl this weekend. Not a romantic encounter, so don't get the wrong idea. But a fellow YouTuber contacted me. Her name goes by EXO, Brandy Love EXO, and man, it was just it was just such a pleasure to talk to her. Brandy Love, I gotta tell you. You are such a sweetheart. I had a great time talking to you. It was great hearing from you. I was totally honored that you actually reached out and we Skyped together. So I'm looking forward to keeping in touch and hopefully building a gaming kind of relationship together. She wanted to. We touched upon doing a couple of dual comms. Halloween is coming up. Doing some face cam scares and getting scared together kind of thing. I don't know, but we both like Minecraft, so maybe we'll get into that. It's all up in the air, but again, it was just such a pleasure to be able to talk with you and kind of meet you on that level. In any event, audio was working really shady on this video, so that's part of the reason why I only wanted to do one. The other thing I wanted to talk about is movies and more movies. And man, there is just Christmas is the time that my wallet completely gets drained. Because not only do I want to get something for my brother and sister and family, and make sure that they get some good stuff, but all the summer hits, all the summer blockbusters, always seem to come out around the same time, and that's from now until December. So I'm looking at, and the movies that I'm looking at right now are X-Men Days of Future Past is coming out really soon. I Know How to Train Your Dragon is coming out. Part 2 is coming out soon. I've already bought Amazing Spider-Man 2. I got Captain America Winter Soldier. Godzilla was looking really good. I'm still kind of on the fence. I think I just have a sickness is what it is. And the sickness that I'm talking about is okay, if I have one movie, I have to buy the other ones. I don't know why, but I noticed this, like, it's always been on the back of my mind, like, yeah, this is probably what it is. It's probably like an OCD kind of complex, but I didn't realize how bad it was until I went to the store. Last week I got Destiny, and I was just kind of, in the back of my head, I wasn't even going to get Destiny at first. I was just like, I want to get Captain America Winter Soldier. It's been out for like a month, and I just felt this urge, like, I really need to have this. And at first it was just kind of a fleeting thought, and I was kind of psyching it myself for the day. Like, I'm going to do this, I'm going to run this errand, and then when I'm out, I'm going to go pick it up. And I did the errands, and then I ended up not getting it, and I just started feeling sick to my stomach, like, oh my god, I didn't get this movie, like, I gotta get it, I gotta have it, I gotta want it. I mean, and it was just kind of like, it was almost scary, like, damn, am I that obsessed with Captain America? And don't get me wrong, Captain America was a good enough movie. I saw it in theaters. Saw both of them in theaters, kind of. The first one, decent enough. Do I think it merited a sequel? Yeah, maybe not. I mean, it was I feel like it was a good origin story. It was a good setup for the Avengers. I get it's the movie business. Of course, I knew that they were going to plan on having a movie or whatever, but I don't know. I wasn't as hyped up about, I wasn't hyped up about Captain America as I was Amazing Spider-Man 2. I'll just say that. So when it came out into theaters, I went to go see it, but I don't know what happened throughout the day, but I was just so tired that I ended up falling asleep. So that was partly the other reason why I wanted to buy it, is because I wanted to give it its fair shot. I wanted to sit down and watch it all the way through without falling asleep, obviously, and because everybody raved about it. So yeah. Anyway, I got it, but it took me so long throughout the day to go get it, and when I didn't get it at the time that I planned on getting it, I felt really sick to my stomach. Like, man, I need to have this movie. I need to have it, and I was just it kind of scared me, to be honest. So, yeah, it's some kind of weird OCD complex. And the other example that I would probably have to point out is when years and years ago, when I was still collecting VHS, um, I bought Shanghai Noon, and I love Shanghai Noon. That wasn't. I've always been a fan of Jackie Chan's since the first movie I saw of his was actually first movie I probably saw was Rush Hour with Chris Tucker, and then I was just like, who is this martial arts guy? He is freaking awesome. So went out and I got Rumble in the Bronx, saw Jackie Chan's First Strike, Who Am I, and Super Cop and a bunch of other ones, and became an instant fan of his. But there was somewhere around The Medallion and Around the World in 80 Days that it just kind of got weird, and the fighting style was catered more towards his safety, which I know Jackie Chan's all about safety. He talks about it in all of his interviews, how he uses strings and wires. It's just in his older movies you never could tell that he had strings and wires. And once The Medallion, once Disney kind of took over his movie, what was it, The Spy Next Door, again, Around the World in 80 Days, and a couple other ones. Once those started happening, you can actually see that he's no longer using the momentum of his normal strength for the strings. They're actually like, the strings are carrying him from one thing to another in order to perform a stunt. So it kind of takes away that whole just kind of allure of his abilities, yeah, so anyway, the point is, I bought Shanghai Noon, and I thought, man, I gotta have Shanghai Nights because I have Shanghai Noon, thinking that I would like it the same, and I didn't like Shanghai Nights. Those of you that did, I don't know what to say to you, because that movie was just horrible. I don't buy it for the acting. Obviously, I bought it for the action, and the action was just kind of ho-hum. It was just kind of mundane. Again, you had that fighting scene in the market square where he has the umbrella, and he's jumping up on he jumps on the banners and the little awnings, and then he does the box thing where he's standing up on the edge, and you could just tell that there's something else working him instead of his ability like he used to, where he would balance himself on a stool or on a chair, and there was strings there. And I've seen the behind the scenes where you could see the strings that were there, supporting him then, but it was more of like in case if he fell, then those strings came into play, and that's when, anyway, that's what happened. But anyway, the point, God, I keep getting off subject. Okay, let's take a breath, let's calm down, because I get excited when I talk about movies. I love movies. Yeah, but I have this OCD thing about needing to have a sequel, or the next movie in line. Like I said, How to Train Your Dragon 2, gotta have it. X-Men Days of Future Past, I have X-Men First Class, I have Wolverine, I have all these X-Men movies. I gotta have X-Men Days of Future Past, which it was a decent enough movie, but it left me a lot of questions because I was like, how is that possible? There were a lot of things that were just, there's no way that this reality, this X-Men future reality could happen if this in the past happened. So I don't know. I gotta have it though. I gotta have that. I'm on the fence about Godzilla. It looked pretty cool enough. Bryan Cranston's in it. He's an awesome actor. I kind of want to get Need for Speed. Trying to think what else is coming out. There's quite a few movies coming out. Shoot, Call of Duty Advanced Warfare is coming out, so I gotta make sure I got money for that game. There's a couple of little indie games that I'm looking to get. I've been wanting to keep an eye out and wanting to get the game Rain, which it's already out. I just wasn't paying attention. I was so caught up with friends and work and all this other moving drama over the summer that I just stopped paying attention. And now that Destiny's out, I've been playing a ton of that. So I gotta look into getting Rain again. It just seems so. I watched the trailer. That just seems so interesting to me. So looking forward to that one. Man, summer's coming to a close, and I'm starting to finally feel it here in Fresno. It's just we've had nothing but 100 we still have 100-degree, 90-degree weather all this week, and then this weekend it's supposed to finally cool down to about 80s and get into the 70s starting next week. So I'm definitely looking forward to, you know, cooler weather, to turning down my thermostat, not having to rely on the on my air conditioning so much, getting a lower cooling bill and energy bills. That's gonna be awesome, because again, I have to save up money. Gotta buy my movies. They ain't gonna buy themselves. Also here in Fresno, which is where I live. I don't know if I mentioned that before, but yeah, starting the beginning of next month, they have this huge event. It's called the Big Fresno Fair, and they have carnival rides. They have musical acts coming in. I think I want to say Sublime and Snoop Dogg are actually coming in to perform a concert here. I know they have had Boys to Men here before. They've had Gabriel Iglesias doing his stand-up. They've had a bunch of really good acts. So I'm gonna do some research and see who's coming to town, because I might want to see those. But you know, it's more of it's a huge carnival, and it's all for the kids. They have roller coasters. They have these, you know, the little road carny kind of games. You shoot the basketball that's like 9 feet away, and it seems like the hoop is smaller than the ball or whatever, and then you have the one where you throw the ball off the backdrop and try to like make it hit perfectly so it falls in the bucket, and you have all these, again, carnival games and everything. Again, mostly for kids, so the reason why I go is because of the concerts and the food. The food is just insane. They have some Indian tacos that I never thought I would like, but I tried them, and they are absolutely amazing. They got some Indian tacos. They have chili. They have Italian food. They have these 3-foot-long corn dogs, 3 feet long, freaking insane. And of course, there's not like a 3-foot-long ballpark out there that you can just pick up at the store or anything. They have some kind of sausage making machine. They have to, and I'm pretty sure that the meat that they use is like Italian based, like almost like a salami. And they just kind of ground it up and make this 3-foot-long hot dog, and they batter it, and it's a big old thick 3-foot-long corn dog, and it's just freaking awesome. They have another booth where they deep fry pretty much anything you can think of. They have deep fried Oreos. They've taken burgers. Here on the West Coast, we have what's called In-N-Out Burger. And they take those, they batter the deep fried, or they batter the burger all the way around, and then they deep fry the burger. They deep fried Snickers bars, Twix bars, Kit Kats. They deep fried Kool-Aid, like actual Kool-Aid. How do they do that? Especially since it's like it's a liquid, it's a drink. If you don't know what hush puppies are, it's just or like donut holes. There you go. That's a better analogy. Donut holes are just dough that you ball up, you deep fry them. Hush puppies are more like they're seasoned, so it's a dough that's seasoned. That's all it is. Well, what they did was they took that dough, they took that hush puppy dough or whatever, and they poured a Kool-Aid mix into it, so it gives it a cherry-looking kind of color, or it gives it a lime or whatever flavor you want. And then they'll make the little Kool-Aid looking hush puppies and sprinkle with powdered sugar. And let me tell you, those were freaking awesome. And I was just kind of like shocked, like, who thinks of deep frying Kool-Aid? But again, anything that you want, they deep fry, and it is pretty sweet. Definitely bad for the heart, bad for anything that you want to do later, because it just wears you down like none other. But it is pretty cool that yeah, they have this they have deep fried machines, deep fried everything. But anyway, there's horse races, again, roller coasters, Ferris wheels, carnival games, concerts. There's exhibits. Look at a bunch of rocks and minerals if that's your thing. They have farmers market. They have vending booths if you wanna. They have a bunch of sunglasses. They have a sunglass booth. They have cologne booths. They have pillow booths, anime booths. They have Beanie Babies, and just again, it is a huge thing that comes into town every year. So that's on my mind. I know a bunch of friends have already hit me up, like asking if I want to go. It is for the kids, but you know, I gotta see if it's worth going. I'll definitely check out a concert, report back to you guys, see whatever I find. But that's pretty much on the forefront of my mind. And then other than that, it's just been all about Destiny. I'm leveling up. I think I'm a level 23 now. Touched upon it yesterday. I was a level 22. Found some good armor. Was playing Crucible, which is basically team deathmatch, free for all, and domination kind of matches. So I was playing that. Got some really good cryptic gear. Checked it out and leveled me up a little bit, piece and piece at a time. So hopefully I can max out this character. I want to get into at least 27, 28, and then I'll call it a day and be like, all right, I'm good. I think I can walk away satisfied with a 28. So as you can see, I used the continue. Don't know if you noticed that, but on the final battle with Marth and Mario, and I had 4 lives instead of just 1. But yeah, I finally used the continue. Never had to use continue before this one. Zelda just... Actually, I don't even think it was Zelda, because I mean I was using her pretty decently. It was just a couple of bad falls. I think I glitched right through one of the maps there and just kind of fell off the thing. And then the other opponents, they kept on getting the specialty little power-ups. You know, hit me with the ship a couple of times, maybe a smash attack, whatever. It's you know, you do what you got to do, and so yeah. Anyway, that we're coming to the conclusion of this video. So if there's another character, I'm thinking again next week. I'm thinking I want to do like a ladies' day, maybe do Princess Peach, have Samus as the other one. If there's any characters that you want me to do, that you'd like me to see me fight as, let me know in the comments below. I definitely take requests. There's another game that I really want to get to, and I'm so looking forward to finally finishing this series. Or I could cut this series off and go straight to it. But let me know if you guys want to see more. You know, if you guys want me to finish this, definitely happy to oblige. It's all about you guys. It's definitely about what you want and entertaining you. So if you want me to finish all these characters, have special characters in mind that you want me to touch up on and fight as, let me know in the comments below. Or if you want me to just jump to the game that I want to get to, I'm more than happy to do that. In any event, wanted to thank you guys for watching. Leave a thumbs up if you liked it. Subscribe if you're new to my channel, and keep a lookout because I'm coming up with more videos, more Destiny gameplay and all that. So yeah, talk to you guys later. Peace.